Well, hello everyone. Welcome to this Brazil versus England live stream. As you all may agree, Brazil has a better national team, food, weather, women, everything. What doesn't Brazil beat England? What doesn't Brazil beat England? Pretty much everything. Everything. Brazil beats England. Give me one thing that Brazil doesn't beat England at. One thing, just one. Money, no. Brazil probably actually. Does England have a higher GDP? Yeah, probably. Cricket. Cricket's not a real sport, so it doesn't really matter. Cricket's not a real sport. But today we have the live watch along here for Brazil versus England. It is just a friendly. And this is actually the first game that Dorival Jr. will be in charge of Brazil. Look, on screen, FUBMOB put Brazil on a 4-3-3. There is a possibility that this is a 4-4-2 with Brazil, with Rafinha as the left midfielder, then Bruno Guimarães and João Gomes. They'll be playing as the two central midfielders, and then Paquetá maybe out wide and Rodrygo with Vinicius up top. I'm not sure what formation Dorival is going to go with. FUBMOB put a 4-3-3. It might be a 4-3-3, might be a 4-2-3-1. It could be with Lucas Paquetá as the 10. We're not sure until the game actually starts. The only concern is Brazilian national team, not the goalkeeper. The name is Krepski right there. His name is Bento. Bento is actually a very young, talented goalkeeper. So he might be the future goalkeeper for Brazil. So I'm okay with that. There's also injuries going on in the goalkeeping position for Brazil with Ederson, Alisson. So to me, I'm good with that. The back line for Brazil is where it gets very iffy. The back line is not good. The midfield is great. João Gomes is great. Bruno Guimarães is great. Paquetá, Vinicius, Rodrygo, Rafinha, everything's good. Endrick is on the bench. But that back line, Fabrício Bruno is a center back from Flamengo. I personally, I don't think Fabrício Bruno is bad by any means. The center back for Flamengo, very good team in Brazil. One of the best teams in Brazil. And it's just that for the national team, it doesn't cut it for me. I think we need to have someone better. And again, we're missing a few players, so that back line is not very good. Beraldo is a young center back. He plays for PSG. I think Beraldo is pretty good. I don't know if he'll right away have an impact right there, but we're obviously missing a few players. Like maybe Bremer should start. Gabriel Magalhães has been terrible for Brazil, so I don't know. He starts for Arsenal. Marquinhos, there's options, but I just don't like that Brazil back line. And then Danilo as the right back, I honestly don't really like Danilo. I don't like Danilo. He's the captain today for Brazil, but I don't personally rate him. Kind of wanted to see young Couto play a little bit. That's the right back for Girona in La Liga, having a good season. Now England puts out a lineup too. Obviously, England is missing some key players. Right away, you can see Harry Kane is not there. Arguably England's best player, definitely their best center forward. Fantastic player. When you look at England, you got Pickford on goal, and I always think goalkeeping position has been a weakness of England for a few years. Pickford is okay. Like if you're looking to win a World Cup, maybe you need a better goalkeeper. And then you go on. Kyle Walker as a right back, great right back, and then Ben Chilwell as a left back, great left back. John Stones, and then freaking Harry Maguire. I know. A lot of you are going to say Harry Maguire steps up for the national team, but no, sorry. I'm sorry. Harry Maguire is not good. Okay. Watching enough Manchester United. I know picked up a little bit of the slack. He used to be worse, but not good enough. Then the double pivot, Declan Rice, great player. I do say it very often that I think that Declan Rice is a little bit overhyped, but he is among one of the best midfielders in the world. Conor Gallagher, terrible player. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you're a Chelsea fan. I'm sorry if you're an English fan. This guy is a bona fide cardio merchant. That's all he runs. He is a pretty much a track and field athlete disguised as a soccer player. He's going to run around like a headless chicken all over the place, press, harass, and he has no technical ability on the ball. I am sorry. Conor Gallagher is not a good player, but he's starting for England. Anthony Gordon, not a bad player, plays for Newcastle, not a bad player. Phil Foden, to me, one of the best players England has ever produced. And I know they're going to say you're overhyping Phil Foden. This guy, Phil Foden, is one of the most technical players England has ever produced. He is fantastic, okay? He would start for the Brazilian national team easily over Rafinha, in my opinion. Great player, Phil Foden. Jude Bellingham, another world-class player, generational talent. Jude Bellingham. Okay, he might go down as one of the greatest British players of all time. He probably will by the end of his career. And then up top, you have Ollie Watkins, which is a good center forward, very good Premier League center forward. Not Harry Kane, right? Not Harry Kane's level. Again, how many center forwards in the world are Harry Kane's level? Not many, maybe one or two. So, but Ollie Watkins is a good center forward. He is a good center forward, and if England can create goal scoring opportunities for this guy, he will get goals. So good center forward, but obviously not Harry Kane. Tom is saying, please collab with Deluded Gooner just for banter. Who is Deluded Gooner? Arsenal fan, I'm assuming. Who's Deluded Gooner? And Jeff also became a member of the YouTube channel. Thank you very much, Jeff. If you guys want to join membership, you can join also the Patreon instead. We're going to be doing a pickup soccer game here in Orlando, Florida in June for YouTube and Patreon members. Going to try to bring some players, jerseys, and all that. All pretty much sponsored by you guys. And thank you very much, everyone. So question right here. Where can I watch the game? The game's on Fox. The game's on Fox if you're in the United States. Tiago Martinez saying, hi, Tac, you're going to watch it in global. Well, got to watch it here in the United States on Fox. The game's on Fox. I'm not in Brazil, so I'm not watching on global. And the English in the finals scare me. And he loses in the World Cup. He won't give us him by FIFA. After that, the creator of football never won the World Cup and was supposed to happen. I don't understand your question here, Camus. Didn't understand your question. I'm trying to go through everyone's questions here. But everyone, the great way to support the channel is just by hitting the like button. And we're going to go to this stream here between the United States, between Brazil and England. I went through the starting 11s. I still don't know the actual formation for Brazil until the game starts. As I said, it could be a 4-4-2. It could be a 4-2-3-1. It could be a 4-3-3, like you can see on screen. Going to have to wait and see. And everyone, real quick before we start, we have the link in the description of this video. If you can, download the AC Momento app. The link is in the description and go follow me there. Click on the link because you'll be helping the channel. It's free also. This is free. And if you attend soccer games, you might actually enjoy this. It's like a sports scrapbook. You can put all the games you went to, pictures. You can also they have these little tickets that you can see on screen. Download AC Momento. The link is in the description and follow me. Just look up TMTV and you'll find me there. You'll love the app. It's a good app, and it's free. That's the good thing about it. And I've been using it every time I go to a game. I add it to AC Momento. So link is in the description. It's free, and you can go download it. You'll be helping the channel in the process. I'm trying to hit at least 200 followers there. I'm at 160, I think. So go follow us there if you want to. Brazilian Fury. By the way, great YouTube channel, everyone. I kind of say that every time he shows up here, but you guys know that by now. Brazilian Fury saying, Vamos Brasil. We cannot let the beans and on toast merchants come on with their egos inflated. Usually Brazil gets the best out of England. The one memory that I really have with Brazil and England was back to 2002 World Cup. That's one great memory that I have. I was a kid. At the time, I lived in Brazil. I actually... me and my family, we had just moved from California to Brazil around that time in 2002. And then obviously we came back to the US later, but I was living in Brazil at the time. And it was the quarterfinals of the World Cup, Brazil versus England. The game was at 3 or 4 a.m. in Brazil. I woke up to watch it with my dad. England scored first with Michael Owen after Lucio messed up. And then Ronaldinho just single-handedly destroyed England that game in the quarterfinals, knocked out England, sent them home, got a red card, right? Got the assist for Rivaldo, scored a freaking world-class free kick that I still don't know to this day if it was accidental. And then Ronaldinho got a red card. Right, then he got a red card, but he got Brazil through. That's one of the good memories I have of Brazil and England. And Brazil's playing with the blue jerseys today, and England is playing with the white. Well, England's number one, and England's pressing Brazil right away. Bruno Guimarães very deep, and the game has started. So let me put the score and timer on screen from FootMob. It has started. England versus Brazil. And going through here to super chats, and thank you everyone that tuned in. Tom is saying, when was the last time Brazil had a world-class 9? I would say probably Adriano. Adriano was a world-class center forward, and he was a little bit with Ronaldo, but when Adriano was rising, Ronaldo was more towards the end of his career already. So I'd say Adriano was probably the last world-class 9 that Brazil really had. Adriano the Emperor that played for Inter Milan. That guy was a beast. Unfortunately, he had depression and alcohol issues and then injuries and then his peak was short. But Adriano was probably the last world class nine that Brazil had. Connor is saying, when the US play Brazil, who will you root for? So when they play Brazil in a friendly, I honestly I won't be rooting for anyone in the friendly. I just want to see how the US behaves against a superior opponent, see how Brazil plays under Dorival. I don't care too much. Now, if you're asking me if they play in the Copa America, a competitive game, I don't know what to tell you. I think I would probably go for the United States because, like, it means a lot more. The United States making a semifinal run or possibly a final run in the Copa America means way more to the U.S. men's national team than Brazil winning another Copa America. I would love for Brazil to win the Copa America, um, but I'm just going to be honest. With Brazil, I mainly care about winning the World Cup. I don't care too much about winning the Copa America specifically. I would love to see it, but it's more about the World Cup. And I think many Brazilians would agree with me on that. It's much more about the World Cup than Copa America. So I'd probably rather the US make a deeper run. Um, and then let's go back here to the game with England actually starting with a lot of intensity here, pressing Brazil. Which again, if you look at the English midfield, right? We look at that Conor Gallagher. Well, Declan Rice is not really a pressing merchant. Declan Rice actually he has those stiff hips, right? Not really very well the way I would like our players to be. Declan Rice, well, not our players, he's not my player, but Conor Gallagher, right? Pressing merchant. Jude Bellingham's not a pressing merchant, but he can press if he wants to. Free kick here for England, 2 minutes into the game. It'll be Phil Foden taking the free kick. Ball goes in. Ooh, the ball goes through everyone. Phil Foden, he actually went direct. He was trying to test their Bento on goal. By the way, anyone that just tuned in, Bento is a young Brazilian goalkeeper, and you're probably going to see him go to Europe very soon. Uh, his potential probably to be as good as Ederson and Allison. Very good with his feet, very good at shot stopping, potential to be a world class goalkeeper. So you're probably going to hear of Bento very soon. And I'm hoping we get to watch Endrick a little bit too this game. He's on the bench. I watch a lot of Endrick for Palmeiras. That's my club in Brazil, Palmeiras. I watch Endrick play pretty much every week. And you guys are going to see how good he is. But he's on the bench. Rodrygo dropping deep here for Brazil. Trying to figure out the formation that Brazil's playing. It might actually be a 4-2-3-1. But I'm trying to figure out who's playing up top here for Brazil. No, well, is it Rodrygo? No, it looks like it's a little confusing right now. It might be okay. Give me some time here to figure out this formation. It looks like Vinicius is up top. Yeah, it might be Vinicius and Rodrygo. Yeah, it's Vinicius and Rodrygo up top. Vinicius and Rodrygo. Bit of a different formation. Bruno Guimarães is staying it's a 4-4-2, but when they're pressing, Bruno Guimarães is staying deep, and Paquetá is pushing high up the field. Oh, knocked down Conor Gallagher here from Paquetá. A bit interesting what Dorival is trying here. It's a little bit different. And they're saying, Thiago Martins is saying, they comment English in Fox. Are they good? Well, Fox is usually not good, just being honest. It's I have it muted. It's usually Alexi Lala is one of them, right? You know Alexi Lala's Thiago Martins. You definitely heard of Alexi. Alexi is known in Brazil. Everyone knows Alexi. He played against Brazil in 1994. Let me see if I didn't miss anyone here in the chat. Judgmental is saying Gallagher may be a cardio merchant. He most certainly is a cardio merchant, but you got to admit that he's at least an effective one. No, I'm not saying there's no use to Conor Gallagher. He is a useful player, and he can play at a high level. I'm just saying this is not the kind of player that, I enjoy watching to play, and I also wouldn't want him on my team. But yes, he is an effective cardio merchant. He's a cardio merchant that's good enough to play in the Premier League. And I think he should be in the English roster just as a backup. That's my opinion. I think usually teams, if you think about it, and that goes back to Chelsea, Conor Gallagher is starting for Chelsea, and people are like, he's playing well for Chelsea. Chelsea has been crap. Chelsea has been a mid-table team, even though they spent like $1 billion, literally. No, that's what I think, at least. That's what I think. That's just we have different ways of seeing the game. I just don't like players that lack technical ability and rely more on like I put in effort, right? And here come England is actually pressing Brazil and giving Brazil a lot of trouble right now. A lot of trouble. Cole Palmer is actually a good player. Watched him for Chelsea. He is actually a technical player. I like Cole Palmer. Palmer's a good player. Yeah, he's not playing Harry Kane too. I've been harsh on Harry Kane in the past. And I do think he does lack certain things like speed, but the dude is just so technical, so much vision that you got to appreciate Harry Kane. And they're also missing Harry Kane today. Brazil's obviously missing Neymar. There's a lot of players missing. The Brazil's back line. This is not the starting back line, so there are players missing from both sides. And one thing that's interesting here is when pressing, Jude Bellingham is shoulder to shoulder with Ollie Watkins, almost like a striker. Almost like a striker. Brazil with the ball. Fabrício Bruno opens to Danilo. Brazil's really struggling to play out of the back. Really struggling to play out of the back. What Dorival should do, so you have the back line, which again, Brazil's not sending their best there. They're not the best. But he's having Bruno Guimarães drop deep. And that's the only guy helping on the build out. You might want to have maybe Lucas Paquetá drop a bit deeper to help out on the build. They seem outnumbered even at times when the press comes, or at least it's 1-1, and that's not good when you're trying to play out of the back. You have to outnumber the opponent to be able to play out of the back. Almost like you're playing monkey in the middle and trying to just like trick them into out. But that's just how it's going. Danilo goes with the throw in. Bad throw in. England recovers. Rodrygo. Vinicius goes through one. Now transition. No, that's Rodrygo actually. Vinicius is out wide. Paquetá that's been balling out for West Ham this season. Now, just one thing that, yeah, Watkins and Bellingham are up top. Let me see what the chat here is saying right now. Still 0-0. Conor Gallagher or Weston McKennie? I prefer Weston McKennie, to be honest. I don't think the gap is that big, but I actually prefer Weston McKennie over Conor Gallagher. Okay, Rafinha with the ball. Danilo. Vinicius back to Danilo. And now Bruno Guimarães finds Lucas Paquetá, Guimarães, Rodrygo. Brazil play with the. I like when Brazil plays with the players with a lot of proximity. Rodrygo with a shot and save by Pickford. When Brazilian players go into tight spaces and they play very close to each other, that's where you really see the Brazilian technical ability, flair, and they play it almost like as if it's a song. And you could see that with Bruno Guimarães, Paquetá, Rodrygo, the ability in tight spaces from these players. That's why I don't like when Brazil uses positional play too much, and sometimes you isolate players in zones or in islands. You want to have them very close. You want to have some proximity between these Brazilian players. Um, where's Militão? Well, Militão injured his knee, right? Militão injured his knee, so he's injured right now. Maguire's playing. Well, Harry Maguire's not playing for Brazil. Harry Maguire's playing against Brazil. But Brazil has a center back named Fabrício Bruno that I honestly think he might be worse than Harry Maguire. Brazil's moving the ball well when they play. Like a lot of 1-2s, move the ball, dribble here, dribble there. Very fluid in possession. At least they're looking like Brazil, but you got to turn that into goals. You got to be more effective with it. Kai is saying, do you support Real Madrid because of all the Brazilian players? I don't really support Real Madrid. And by support, I mean I don't care too much if Real Madrid wins or loses. I don't have like an emotional attachment to Real Madrid, but it is a team that I've watched quite a bit since like 2003. When they started the Galacticos era, they signed Ronaldo. I have followed Real Madrid quite a bit, so I remember most of their lineups and I know how they play, and I've been watching them quite a bit. I follow Real Madrid quite a bit, but I wouldn't say I'm a fan or support them. It's not like I get upset if they lose or I get hyped if they win. But I do watch Real Madrid. I do watch Real Madrid, and I prefer Real Madrid to Barcelona. I've never really liked Barcelona too much. Even when Ronaldinho played there, I watched Barcelona, but I don't know. I don't know why. Never really liked Barcelona, and I don't know why. I really don't. I can't explain it. I don't know why I have this anti-Barcelona agenda. Okay, England out in possession. Declan Rice. Ooh, Bellingham. Bellingham is so good, man. Such a good player. Chilwell with the cross cleared by, was it Fabrizio Bruno? Yes. Oh, Paqueta. What a spin. What a spin. Just, oh, what a ball. Vinicius. This might be 1-0. Vinicius Jr. This could be number one. Vinicius. Oh, why did you take such a weak shot? Kyle Walker essentially saved it on the line. So first, Lucas Paqueta just freaking torched Conor Gallagher. Conor Gallagher just ran in with probably took a lot of C4 and pre-workout before this game. Just went right at Lucas Paqueta with a beautiful one-touch spin. He left Conor Gallagher, put Vinicius on a 1v1 with Pickford. Vinicius was able to beat Pickford, but his touch and his shot was too weak, and Kyle Walker was able to recover. My goodness. But less about Vinicius right there because he really needs to step up for Brazil. Vinicius, oh, card for Jude, please. Horrible tackle from Jude Bellingham. That looked like a bad. Let's see the replay here, but that looked like a bad tackle from Jude Bellingham, hitting Bruno Guimarães. Maybe it's a bit of a flop. Let's see. Bruno, nah, man, that could have been a red. He completely misses the ball and only hits Bruno. Sure, it's not like studs up on Bruno, but that's a yellow. That's a yellow. That's a yellow. Yeah, Vinicius really messed up because the thing with Vinicius is he's tremendous for Vinicius is tremendous for Brazil. No, sorry, not for Brazil, for Real Madrid. But for Brazil, Vinicius has yet to really step it up, man. He just hasn't been good enough for Brazil. Now, good run from Vinicius Jr. and good ball from Paquetá, but the finishing right there, man. I feel like for Real Madrid, Vinicius would have scored that. I feel like he would have scored that. Okay, back here to the game. So that'll be a free kick now. Hold on 1 second, guys. Lucas Paquetá, who pulled? Was that Kyle Walker? Oh, he just. Did you guys see? Kyle Walker just blasted the ball off Harry Maguire's back. Dob is saying Florida is pink tack from Inter Miami. Well, good for Inter Miami. Good for them. I mean, look, the moment Inter Miami signed Messi, they're gonna get more attention than Orlando City. They're gonna build a better team. Like Inter Miami's better right now, but you know how MLS is. And once I want to see how Inter Miami looks after Messi leaves. Okay, we'll see. We'll see once he leaves. And Kyle Walker is actually jogging around the field. He might be okay. He is. I mean, if it's a friendly, I'd probably sub him out if he's feeling some hamstring tightness right there. The Fox guys are acting like it's a stretch to give a yell. Dude, listen. Um, Commentary on TV from Fox, CBS, all of that. I just mute it, man. Even when I'm alone, we're watching with friends, we just mute it. It's just a load of shit at this point, and it's either a bunch of guys that don't really follow the game that much, and they probably just have notes of like that people that work in the sector give it to them, or it's just like PR and propaganda for specific agendas that have to be pushed, whether it is for U.S. soccer, whether it is for a specific player. That's how it works. So I don't listen to it. I'm just being honest about it. That's what I do. Orlando City makes me want to cry. Dude, Orlando City has been Vinicius. This could be number one for Brazil. Cuts inside, dribble through. No, try to flop. Try to flop on John Stones. Try to blow by John Stones, but But no, that's not a penalty kick, Vinicius. Connor is saying, how do you watch the Brazilian League in the United States? The Brazilian League is on Paramount Plus. The Brazilian League is on Paramount Plus in the United States. It's in the US you can watch it on Paramount Plus. You can also sign up for Globo Internacional. It's a Brazilian channel and you can watch some of the Brazilian League games. But if you get Paramount Plus, you get all the Brazilian League games anyway. Paquetá with the steal. Paquetá finds Vinicius. Vinicius, shoot it. He missed the target. It was Rodrygo this time, actually. Paquetá has been the best player in the match so far. Lucas Paquetá is such a good player. Lucas Paquetá is so good. Yeah, he just stole the ball from Phil Foden. Yeah, I personally think Paquetá has been the best player on the field so far. It's 15 minutes only, but Paquetá created like 2 or 3 chances already. The English players have no response to him. Such a good player. The thing is, Brazil, it's quite noticeable when you watch the game that Brazil is superior to England as a team and individually as a player. There's a few English players, of course, that would start for Brazil, especially when it comes to this Brazilian back line. And then obviously Jude Bellingham. I also think Phil Foden has a space there. And probably Declan Rice next to Bruno Guimarães over João Gomes. But good game so far. England just had a good goal scoring opportunity. Who was that? It was Gallagher with a weird pass, and then was it Ollie Watkins? Yeah, it was Watkins. He shot it over the cross. Oh, he didn't shoot it. Fabrício Bruno came in and just kicked it on Ollie Watkins at the very last second, and it went over the crossbar. Good opportunity here for England, too. And everyone, if you just tuned in, make sure to smash the like button. It helps us with the YouTube algorithm. Just hit the like button. Takes 1 second. And if you want to sign up for AC Momento, it's also free with the link that I put in the description. And then follow me at the AC Momento app where we can add our games. It's like a sports scrapbook app. I really like it. And then Maguire just gives it away. Bruno Guimarães. Oh, bad pass. Bad pass from Guimarães. Just gives it right back to Chilwell. I think there's going to be a substitute. Yeah, Kyle Walker's being subbed out. Probably precaution. It seemed like he was still able to play. And then the almighty Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire is el capitano, captain of England right now. Harry Maguire. And thank you everyone that tuned in here for this live watching. But I'm really looking forward to tomorrow. United States versus Mexico final in the CONCACAF Nations League. Let me see if I didn't miss anything here. And Canada plays today. Yes. Canada plays against Trinidad and Tobago today. The winner of Canada versus Trinidad will be playing in the Copa America, and the match will be played in Texas, actually. Thiago Martins, attack. Do you think it would be better for an American player to go to the Brazil Serie A or an England B team? So you're saying, would it be better for an American player to play in the Brazilian First Division or in the Second Division of England? Tiago, I think it depends on the player, right? It depends on the player. Here's the thing that I think that American players would struggle with Brazil is adapting to the culture, the language. You live in Brazil, Tiago. Most people in Brazil do not speak English. So it'd be very hard for an American player to adapt from a cultural standpoint to Brazil. The Brazilian league is better than the second division of England. So in terms of quality, it would be better. But I think for an American player, it would be better to go to the second division of England, adapt there, and try to move up in Europe, go to the Premier League after, go to a top 5 league. So that's what I think. That's what I think. More from that standpoint. Albert is saying, Tack, question about the United States game. Do you believe we showed the ability to break a low block because someone was telling me we did? We just didn't finish well. No, we did not. I think what we showed is that one way to break a low block is to have Gio Reyna on the field, a player that actually takes risk and pick a pass, and have players like Haji Wright and even Balogun too that can make those runs in behind and try to find space. And then you also got to get the crossing right. But no, I don't think we showed yet that we can break a low block, but I think we showed, right? I think we showed how you break a low block. That's the thing. I think the best way for this US team to play a low block, to break a low block, is to essentially play a double 10. If you can put Rain and McKennie, because McKennie can pick a pass too. And if you can have Rain and McKennie trying to pick a pass and then you have Pulisic and Way out wide, I think there's a chance you can break a low block. It increases our odds. And my stream just froze. No. England has the ball here with the cross. I don't think we've proven we can break a low block, but we've shown that we've shown the way, I guess. It's a matter of what we're gonna do it or not. And that's a free kick for England. Paqueta fouls the opponent. He fouled Anthony Gordon. Watkins. Yeah, that's a free kick. Paqueta kind of ran over Anthony Gordon right there. Let me get some of my water here. Tiago Martin say, no, we have way more people that speak English than Spanish. No, I agree with you, Tiago, but not enough. No, I lived in Brazil for many years, and I was in Brazil last summer. Uh, it's very scrappy English, and not many Brazilians speak English. It would be really hard to adapt, in my opinion. I'm just saying, if I went to Brazil and I didn't speak Portuguese, I feel like it would be very tough for me. That's what I think. Free kick here for England. It looks like it's going to be Declan Rice taking it or Ben Chilwell. Ball delivered. Maguire heads it over the crossbar. Is that a corner? Did it deflect off someone? Yeah, that'll be a corner for England here. Phil Foden will take the corner for England with 23, almost 24 minutes into the match. Almost 24 minutes into the match. Ooh, that'll be a goal kick for Brazil. 24 minutes. Nothing happened out of it. And let's see, Angela Bovel saying, all I know for a fact is Brazil will cook the United States with Greg in charge. Yeah, I don't know. I'll avoid predictions on that because it will be a friendly, and you never know how teams will behave in a friendly. But I don't like the United States' odds against Brazil based on especially what I saw against Jamaica. Um, especially what I saw against Jamaica. Last match was horrible. They're saying, is Jude Bellingham still growing? He looks taller every time I watch him. I mean, how old is Jude Bellingham? Isn't he like 21? Jude Bellingham? I think you can grow until you're like 21, 22. You can still grow. He's 20, actually. So he might be growing. I mean, it's so weird because Jude Bellingham, it feels like he's been around forever. It feels like Jude Bellingham has been around forever. The dude is only 20. It's because he was playing already when he was like 16. So it's been like 4 years since we've been exposed to like Jude Bellingham's talent on the field. And it just feels like he's been around forever, but he's only 20. Ben Chilwell, cross goes in, cleared by Fabricio Bruno. Declan Rice and Tiago Martin saying, we have a lot of American basketball players, Tac. We have a lot of, we're at the NBB. Do you guys know that Brazil has a basketball league called NBB? We have a lot of American players there. I didn't know that. I don't really watch the NBB. I don't watch the NBB, so I wouldn't know. England with the ball with John Stones. Jude Bellingham goes to Foden. England still in possession. Moving the ball around, moving well. Phil Foden. Bellingham. Foden wants a penalty kick. And no call from the ref. Foden's still on the floor. He's asking for a penalty kick. I would have to see the replay. It didn't look like anything based off that. Vinicius, no call. Vinicius with the ball in transition for Brazil. Goes down the middle to Lucas Paquetá. Paquetá finds Rafinha. Rafinha has honestly been the weak link so far here for Brazil in the first half. Bodied and lost the ball again. Rafinha has been poor. Rafinha has been poor. S27 saying S27 is asking, have you been watching USL recently? I went to the Tampa Bay Rowdies home opener. I don't watch USL every single week. I don't have time for that because of the coverage I have to do. But every time I can, I do watch USL, and I try to attend games here too to support them. Esteban is asking, Filippo, important question. Who is the hottest U.S. men's national team player? Esteban, I don't play for that team, so it's really hard for me to judge. Really hard for me to judge. I don't know. You guys can let me know who's the hottest U.S. men's national team player. I don't know. Wouldn't be able to give you a expert opinion. Oh, and here comes England with Chilwell. What a bad shot from Chilwell. Looked like he could have gotten a goal on that one. Aaron Alexander is saying, Tack, why haven't we seen another Pulisic type player in our youth teams? Well, the answer to that is actually very simple. I don't think MLS is doing a good job with youth development because they're not focusing on promoting soccer within the community at younger ages, the soccer culture within the ages of 3 to 9. So when they get players, the academies, the U13s, they do a fine job. But Pulisic is an anomaly. He wasn't developed in the conventional American youth development system through an MLS academy. He's an anomaly, right? He has nothing to do with MLS. If MLS didn't exist, Pulisic might have still existed. That's my point. That's why. The MLS academies, they don't do a bad job, right? But they get the players when they're what, 12, 11. The problem with U.S. soccer youth development are ages 3 to 9 because we don't have a soccer culture. So we don't have a bunch of parents going, playing with the kids and the kids playing pickup soccer with their friends. So that's why I think the Tom Byer soccer starts at home concept has to be implemented across the country. That's how you're going to get more talent. And when they arrive at the academy at ages 10 and above, the kids will just be more technically developed simply by playing and having fun with their friends and parents. And that doesn't happen too much in the United States. So that's why Pulisic is an anomaly. And R. Lubin is saying, based on current form, do you think A-Rob would start over Chilwell for England? I don't know. Like, Chilwell is far more composed on the ball than A-Rob. He's a better crosser than A-Rob too, unless you're only counting low crosses. A-Rob's low crosses are pretty good when he just whips it in. I don't think he would. I think A-Rob could fight for a spot on the English roster. I mean, he's playing the Premier League and doing fine, but I don't think he would have much of a shot of starting over Chilwell. I think Luke Shaw is also injured, but I also think they would probably put Luke Shaw ahead of him. The thing is, guys, I don't follow England specifically that closely, right? I follow England through like the Premier League. So I wouldn't be the right guy to answer a lot of the things in regard to England. Ball goes back, England in possession. Let's see if I didn't miss anyone here. Sean starts before Chilwell. So Luke Shaw starts. Yeah. So I'm assuming. So K Plum is saying that Luke Shaw starts over Chilwell. I assumed that was the case. I think also Luke Shaw is a bit better defensively, or maybe not a bit better, quite better defensively. The They're also missing Saka. Yeah, the thing with Saka here is what I'm wondering is he would start probably over Anthony Gordon, I'm assuming. Phil Foden, in my opinion, has to start. Here comes Ollie Watkins with the cross. England with a dangerous play right here. And Paqueta tries to play and gets fouled. Very dangerous approach here from England. It'll probably be Saka and Foden out wide, I am assuming. I wouldn't bench Phil Foden for England. I wouldn't do it. Marcus saying, is Pulisic better than Rafinha or Anthony Gordon? I don't know, man. I don't think he's better than Rafinha. And about Anthony Gordon, I think it's debatable. Vinicius with the ball. Vinicius goes by one, goes by two. Here comes Vinicius Jr., cuts inside, cuts another one. That's three. Oh, he slipped. Vinicius took on three guys and then finally slipped towards the end of the play. Yeah, and this guy right here, Untouchables from 96, saying Saka, Foden, Kane, and Bellingham is, yeah. And that could be England's front four. That is amazing. Like I talk about how a lot of English players are overrated. Saka, Foden, Kane, and Bellingham are definitely not those. These are all world-class players, generational talents. Those right there, that's a ridiculous front four right there. Rodrygo finds Vinicius. Back to Rodrygo. Rodrygo with the ball. Paqueta. Ooh, what a ball from Paqueta. Ah, Rodrygo. And guys, I'm saying Rodrygo, but the way it's pronounced in Portuguese, it's Rodrigo. That's how you pronounce it. Valencia fan saying Vini, in my opinion, is the closest player we've seen to Messi in terms of style out of all the youngsters. I don't think so. Look, if I was to compare the style, I would say Vinicius. He's much more comparable to style of play of a young Cristiano Ronaldo. That's more Vinicius' style of play rather than Messi. I don't think Vinicius and Messi share a lot of similarities. That's the thing. I think if you remember a young Cristiano playing for Manchester United, even for Sporting, but for Manchester United, that's more or less what Vinicius reminds me of. A younger Cristiano. Some people are saying Eden Hazard, maybe. But if you remember the Cristiano Ronaldo from United that played more out wide, it's more or less what reminds me of Vinicius at times. I can't think of any player right now that's comparable to Messi. No player. Not just in talent. I mean, Messi's not a talent you get every decade. And Brazil with the ball. Paquetá trying to play out of the back. Bruno Guimarães. Ooh, Brazil. Oh, Paquetá and Guimarães. Paquetá finds Vinicius. Vinicius, with the Trivela pass to Rafinha. Rafinha wide down the right flank. Rafinha cuts inside. Vinicius cuts it. Paquetá. What a horrible shot by Paquetá. Kind of worked. Rodrygo with the ball. Rodrygo finds Paquetá with the shot. Post. Brazil just hit the post. Paquetá hit the right side of the post right there. Could have been the first goal of the match. 35 minutes. The game is 0-0, but it's been good. It's been a good game. We could have easily had a goal from England. Brazil could have been easily 1-1, 2-2, 2-1. Maybe both teams are just missing a 9. England is missing Harry Kane. Hopefully we see Endrick in the second half. Who in the chat, right here in the chat, who has watched Endrick actually play here in the chat? I've watched them a lot for Palmeiras. Who has actually watched Endrick play? Brilliant player. Okay, my stream froze again. Watches Brazil, tiny bit. A lot of you haven't watched Endrick then. Some of you have. I see that some of you have, but a lot of you haven't watched Endrick. So it'd be good if Endrick comes in the second half because you guys will get to see him. The 17-year-old that's heading to Real Madrid and has already been very dominant. Adam is like, I've never seen Endrick. He's overrated. Never seen him, but he's overrated. Kendry Paez and Endrick. It's hard to debate that one. Endrick is just stronger and faster than Kendry Paez and might be having a bigger impact right now at the senior level, at least in the club level. But in terms of talent, I kind of put those two at the same category, Endrick and Kendry Paez. Do I think Endrick's more of a center forward or wide player? Wide player. Ooh, England blocked. Endrick either has to play as a second striker or wide player. He cannot play as a lone center forward. As a lone center forward, he's not as productive. At least I don't like it. I don't like it. Okay, saved right here. Good shot there by Phil Foden. Saved by Bento. Safe hands from Bento. Let's see if I didn't miss anyone here. So they're saying that how bad is Inter Miami losing right now? Paul is saying Tack, Endrick, or Kevin Sullivan when it comes to talent and potential. Endrick, very easily. Very easy, Endrick. For multiple reasons, right? One, the eye test. But again, Kevin is much younger, right? So we got to wait on that when Sullivan goes to Europe and when we start watching him at higher levels. But let's put it this way. Could Sullivan be a dominant player in the Brazilian league in 2 years? Because that's what Endrick was at age 16 to 17. I don't think so. There's also the fact that Brazil is a proven market. The U.S. is still proving itself. If I had to say which one has more potential, I'd say Endrick for sure. But again, Kevin Sullivan is too young, so it's a little bit hard to actually determine his potential yet. When he's around 15, 16, we'll get a grasp of that. But at his age group, he is one of the best players. And no, yeah, it's right. Like Endrick is 3 years older than Kevin Sullivan. There's that must be said. Let's see when Kevin's like 16 and probably playing for a U20 team or maybe a reserve squad, and then we can get a better grasp of that. He's still 14. It's really hard to judge that. His name is pronounced like Gavin, so it's Kevin Sullivan. It's not Kevin. It's Kevin Sullivan. I don't know how to pronounce his name, man. England with the ball, 39 minutes. 39 minutes. Wins the header. Who's that? That's Wendell, left back from Porto in Brazil. And Foden just falls, and it's a free kick here for England. It's Gavin Sullivan? No. Gavin Sullivan? Like Gavin Sullivan? I don't know, man, how to pronounce it. Wait, Paquetá is off? No, he's not. He's still on the field. Unless you guys are ahead of me in the stream, but I don't think you are. Jude Bellingham. Free kick for England once again. Okay, this ref is calling a little bit too many calls. Too many calls here. Let the game flow a little bit. Stop the game too much. I'm behind. Am I behind? I'm at minute 40. 40 in 2 seconds. 40 in 3 seconds. 40 in 4 seconds. Anthony Gordon. Oh, Bento with the save. What a shot from Anthony Gordon. What a shot. Vinicius tries to pull a dummy right there and go through the ball and gets fouled. We're about to hit minute 41. Free kick here for Brazil on the defensive side of the field. I'm like 14 seconds behind. Yeah, not that much, but Paqueta is still on the field, right? I'm still seeing him right there. Someone said in the chat that Paqueta was off. He's still on the field. Okay, Bruno Guimarães, all the way back to Beraldo. Beraldo to Bruno Guimarães. Bruno goes long. Header one. Maguire. What is Maguire doing? Brazil scored. Ooh, he missed. Maguire just almost handed Brazil a goal. But Rafinha missed the target. Maguire's so bad. I keep saying this, but you all know this by now. What was Maguire doing? Just kind of like passed the ball to Rafinha. And then honestly, he kind of tried to grab him after. He was about to give the ball to Rafinha. And if he actually was able to grab Rafinha, it would have been a penalty and a red for Maguire. Honestly, I think that Maguire getting a red would be advantage for England at this point. Dude, I don't understand why Gareth Southgate continues to start Harry Maguire. I just don't get it, man. I understand that how bad he is a little bit over exaggerated. Like the guy still is capable of playing the Premier League just fine, but he is so error prone. It just doesn't make any sense to me. I just don't get it. Like if look, it's going to be really hard for England to actually win a trophy, whether it is the Euros, whether it is the World Cup, with Harry Maguire starting, especially when your goalkeeper is not as good as people think. Like Pickford is not that good. You can't go with Harry Maguire. You can't go with Harry Maguire. Such a big talent gap between, Maguire and players that they have, like the front four, Saka, Foden, Kane, Bellingham, Declan Rice. To me, it's just insane. Insane. But everyone, if you just arrived here, make sure to smash the like button. Thank you very much for everyone that tuned in. Hitting the like button helps the channel because then YouTube sends this stream to more people. And then if you want to, make sure to download AC Momento. The link is in the description. It's a free sports scrapbook, a high quality one. And if you download it and follow us, you're helping the channel in the process. And you can join our Patreon if you want. We're going to have a pickup game here for Patreons in Orlando when the U.S. men's national team plays. It'll be a fun one. And we're making tactical manager jerseys, which will be pretty cool. Tactical manager jerseys. That'll be a cool one. And they look nice. And they're going to be high quality. They look nice. Rice crosses it in. Clear. Oh, corner kick. Out of bounds. Foden couldn't really control it. Will that be another corner? Another corner for England here. 44 minutes into the game. Okay, Foden delivers and Bento just punched it away. Man, look, you guys are getting this ahead of time because I know a lot of you don't follow Brazilian soccer as close. Bento will probably be playing for a big European team in the next, 3 to 4 years. This is a young Brazilian goalkeeper. I don't know how old Bento is right now. Let me tell you guys right now. He's 24, which for a goalkeeper is young. But should probably be going to Europe in the next 2 to 3 years, actually, when he's like 25, 26, or 27. I wouldn't say world class right now, but brilliant goalkeeper for Atlético Paranaense in Brazil. England once again, Rice and Rafinha, you piece of, I was gonna say piece of shit, but that's just rude. But he is pissing me off. Rafinha is really pissing me off right now. Paqueta, no, that's Danilo with the ball. Danilo to Vinicius. Vinicius, Danilo. We're at minute 45 already. We're at minute 45. Paquetá, Guimarães. Good ball from Guimarães, but Pickford comes off the goal and gets it. Julian Viva is saying, did you see Luke's Sports Academy reaction to USA and Jamaica? He's a YouTuber. He became a soccer fan after the 2022 World Cup. No, I have not. I don't know. Someone mentioned Luke's Sports Academy before in the stream. I haven't seen his channel. I haven't seen videos recommended. I just always forget to look him up. So you're saying he's a new soccer fan. I haven't seen it, but I'll try to check it out if I remember. Luke's Sports Academy. I did not see his reaction, but I'm assuming he's American. He became a U.S. men's national team fan after the World Cup. Is it safe to assume that he was probably very disappointed with the U.S. men's national team performance against Jamaica? I'm pretty sure Luke, I'm assuming his name is Luke, was probably disappointed. But no, I haven't seen it yet. I should probably check it out. Zach saying, are you going to the Brazil US friendly June in Orlando? I won't be in the game. I won't be in the game because I will be covering it here on YouTube. There's sponsorship obligations and many other things. But the day before, I will be doing a pickup game for YouTube members and Patreon members in Orlando. But you can DM me. I'm going to try to open it up for people that are not members and everyone that's here, members of the YouTube channel and the Patreon. I'm going to try to open up. It's mainly because it's being funded by the Patreon members, and there's going to be free jerseys, and there's going to be free Gatorade, ball, field, very good field. So that's why it's mainly for them. But if there's extra spots, because not all of them can make it, I'm going to try to invite people that are here. So try to reach out to me, Zach, unless you're already a member. If you're already a member, then don't worry. You're going to get the invitation there. And let me go through here if I didn't miss anyone in the chat. Give us some Portuguese. Okay, look, I'll do some coverage in Portuguese in the second half because the first half just ended. The first half just ended. I will do some coverage in Portuguese, okay, in the second half. I promise. All right? I promise. But here's the thing. How many likes do we have in the video right now? We have 123 likes. If we get to 200 likes, I will do Portuguese commentary in the second half for like a minute. But we got to hit 200 likes. Here's a good question. Untouchable 96 saying, what position do you play, Tack? 69. No, I'm joking. I just had to do that stupid dad joke, which is not funny at all. I used to play more out wide as a winger. I'm not super tall and I'm not super heavy. I'm a very light person, so I used to be really fast. But after 3 knee surgeries, when I play, and I only play pickup soccer, I played a little bit in UPSL, played academy back in 2012 and all that. But now I play mainly as a midfielder, like a holding midfielder, a central midfielder. I try not to run as much, less physical contact, facing also the opposition. So when I get the ball, I can release it quicker. I had 3 knee surgeries. So for me, it's really hard to play out wide and get hit. So I play mainly as a central midfielder nowadays, getting rid of the ball quickly because I think I've had enough knee surgeries. I'm averaging over a knee surgery per decade of my life, which is not good. I've had 3 knee surgeries already, and hopefully that's it. Hopefully that's it. We're at 145 likes. We're still 65 likes away from me doing Brazilian Portuguese commentary. And Julian saying, yes, Luke wants Greg out. Well, Luke has joined in everyone here because I feel like almost everyone is Berhalter out at this point, besides, paid propagandists and U.S. Soccer Federation people. Even some of them are Berhalter out probably. But I think the vast majority of anyone that's involved with the U.S. men's national team in one way, shape, or form, whether you are a fan, a content creator, working in soccer, anything, whatever, most are Berhalter out. That's what I think, at least. Maybe I'm wrong. Thiago Martinez saying, Tack, who is the most expensive goalkeeper right now in the world? Well, let's check it out. Let's see transfer market value, and let's see who's the most expensive. We can see that. You guys want me to put it on screen? I'll put it on screen here. Let's go to Transfermarkt right here. And let's see the most expensive players in the world. So why don't we start the goalkeepers show? Let's see who are the most expensive goalkeepers. So actually, it's Diogo Costa from Porto. He is the most expensive goalkeeper in the world at 45 million euros. You can see it on screen right now. The second one is Donnarumma from PSG. Then Gregor Kobel from Dortmund is worth 40 million euros. Goalkeepers are very undervalued, right? Onana at 40 million. For a lot of goalkeepers, just 40 to 35 million. When you look at it. Tom is saying, if you had kids, would that make them Filipinos? In Portuguese, yes, because the inhos in Portuguese just means like small. So Ronaldo, Ronaldinho. So yes. What other position? Let's just see who is the most valuable. Let's see the most valuable forwards in the world. Let's give it a look. If it loads right here. So Erling Haaland at 180 million euros is number one. Mbappe at 180 million euros, Vinicius at 150, Saka 130, Foden 130, Lautaro Martinez at 110 million. I didn't know that. Victor Osimhen. Hmm. Interesting. Julian Alvarez, Rafael Leão, Rodrygo at 100 million. Interesting. Interesting. Let me put it back here to the game, Brazil and England. And why don't we go through? Let me just see the stats here if they match the eye test. No XGs, no XGs on this one. No, no, they just have the regular stats right here. So possession, roughly the same for England. Brazil, the slight advantage for England, 51%. Total shots, 8-8. Shots on target, 2-2. Big chances, 1 for England, 3 for Brazil. Big chances missed, it's 0-0. So both teams missed their big chances. Accurate, look at, wait, this is insane. I've never seen this in my life. Look how balanced this game is. Accurate passes. Each team, is this right? Each team had 200 passes and their accuracy was 88%. How is that tied? I've never seen this in my life. Look how balanced this game is. Look how balanced. Same amount of shots on target. I guess Brazil had more big chances created. Possession is roughly the same amount of passes, and same percentage of accurate passes. I have never seen a game this balanced. Let's see all stats. I've never seen this before. This is nuts. Um, block shots 3-1, hit the woodwork Brazil once. Yeah, the accurate passes is actually correct. It's tied. This is insane. I've actually never seen that. This is have you guys thought about this? The probability of both teams having the same exact amount of passes in the same exact a percentage of accuracy. What are the odds? It's actually probably close to zero. This is kind of insane. Canada and Trinidad and Tobago is about to start. I'm going to put that game on too. I'll be watching it as well. Canada and Trinidad and Tobago. I'm going to watch that game. I think I actually hope Canada makes it. I hope Canada makes it. Simply because, I mean, we want to have Canada in the in the Copa America. We want to have Canada there. And let's see here if I didn't miss anyone. What do I think the score will be? Edward, for what game? For what game? Brazil and England, like the second half? Or you mean Canada's game? Which game are you talking about? I'm gonna put the Canada game too. Let me pull it up here though. Canada. I'm assuming it'll be in Paramount Plus, the Canada game, right? So Canada plays Trinidad and Tobago. The game will start in 3 minutes. Does anyone know if Canada will be in Paramount Plus? Yeah, it'll be on Paramount Plus. So I'll put the Canada game on. Let me see if I didn't miss anyone here in the chat. Brazil and England. I don't know, man. I thought the game was fairly balanced, and the stats back that, the eye test and the stats. It can go either way, and it depends a lot on the substitutions that each team makes in the second half. So let's go through the bench here. I thought Brazil was a little bit better in terms of creating higher quality goal scoring opportunities, but let's look at the bench. Look at the bench here for both teams, and then we can evaluate who has better options. So England, players that can actually change the game and have a big impact. Ivan Toney, James Madison's a really good player, good playmaker. Kobe Mino from Manchester United is here. Marcus Rashford, I don't really like Rashford very much. I don't think he's a really good player. Well, he's a good player, but he just frustrates me a lot playing for Manchester United. To me, it's like Toney and Madison that can really make a difference here coming in. Jared Bowen, maybe. But maybe Ivan Toney and James Madison. Now for Brazil, Andres Pereira, I don't think he'll make a difference. It'll be a big downgrade from Lucas Paquetá. Endrick is a player that can definitely change the game. I think Douglas Luiz coming on for maybe João Gomes can be a difference maker. Endrick is a difference maker. And I want to see Endrick come on. Richarlison, not so much. Savio. Savio is a player I want to watch playing for Brazil. He's been really good in La Liga this season. Very good player, Savio. And young Couto coming on for Danilo is probably another one that I would like to see. So maybe Endrick, Savio, and Yankoto. I'm going to say the prediction for this game between England and Brazil. I don't think we're going to end this match scoreless. So I'm going to say maybe 1-1. I think both teams will create enough. I'll say 1-1. That'll be my prediction here. Either 1-1 or 1-0 Brazil. I'll go that way. The problem is this is a friendly, so we're probably going to see a lot of subs in the second half that I don't know, man. Just going to be testing players out here and there. It's not going to be really like we're going to make the substitution to win this game. Both teams want to win the game, but I don't think that's their priority, right? This guy doesn't like Caribbean nations. You should be a neutral. That is not true. That is simply not true. Last time I checked, Jamaica is a Caribbean nation. And I wanted Jamaica to knock out Canada. I wanted Jamaica to make it to the Copa America. So I like Caribbean nations. I just think so. I'll tell you why. It's literally just a selfish reason why I want Canada to make it to the Copa America. The opening match will be Argentina versus the winner of Canada versus Trinidad and Tobago. And I have tickets for that game. And I think Canada, with Alfonso Davies, Jonathan David, Eustáquio, can actually put up a fight against Argentina. They'll probably lose, but it'll be a better game than Argentina versus Trinidad, where we're expecting Argentina to beat them 4-0. Against Canada, I would expect them to beat them maybe 2-0. So that's the main reason. I would like to watch Canada play Argentina live. I'll be at that game in June, Argentina versus Canada, which will be in Atlanta, so I can just drive from Orlando. And let's see. Thiago's saying, since it's a friendly, the match I bet is going to be 0-0. It could be 0-0, but the thing is, both teams, Brazil and England, created a lot of chances in the first half. So I would expect to see a goal in the second. There should have been a goal each in the first half, to be honest. There should have been a goal each. And Canada just started. So let me put the game on here for myself. And I'll let you guys know if there's any goals in the Canada versus Trinidad match. It's a big game, man, because it's a one-off match. It's a one-off match here in the United States. Winner qualifies to the Copa America. Canada versus Trinidad and Tobago. The Rude Canadians versus Trinidad and Tobago. The rude Canadians. Okay, let's go back here to the stream, see if I didn't miss anyone. Oh, and we released a Mexico versus United States match preview today. The video's out on the channel if you want to watch it. If you don't want to watch it, it's also okay. I did it just to do it. Not really. But going on here, see if I didn't miss anyone. Did the second half start for anyone? I don't know why, but my Paramount Plus is not working. Are you guys? Is your stream working for anyone? I'm opening here Paramount Plus, and it's not working. I'm trying to get. I have Fox on TV to watch Brazil. And hold on. I'm gonna get the Canada game here. Sports, Canada versus Trinidad. Okay, now it's working. It's working. I got it here. Canada versus Trinidad. 1 minute in. They're playing in Dallas. I believe they're playing the FC Dallas Stadium. And then Brazil's second half is about to start also in a couple minutes or a couple of seconds. Hey, Jeff Carey, how are you doing? Jeff, you don't have to send me kisses. You can send love. Thank you very much, but don't need to send me kisses here. Paying the same tax, use a VPN, watch it on YouTube. I could, but I already pay for Paramount Plus. I already have it here. I have to pay for it because I also covered the Americans abroad, watching the Serie A, the Champions League, Europa League. So I already watched it. Trinidad and Tobago with the cross, and Canada goes through. Brazil is back, so the second half should start soon for Brazil. By the way, thank you everyone that joined the Patreon here. I saw that a few people just joined. So thank you very much to everyone that joined the Patreon, and hopefully I'll see you guys here in Orlando when we do the pickup game. Vinicius should have scored. They're saying, what type of cleats do I wear? I prefer the Nike Tempo. Those are my favorite cleats, Nike Tempo. I've always worn them, and those are my favorite ones. Here comes Canada. Tajon Buchanan. Man, can the Brazilian second half just start? Oh, JD hoping for a rude Canadian win. JD, if you want to show up here on the stream, I don't know if you're wide awake there. You can show up. I can send you the link if you want to, JD. I'm just hanging out. I also really need to go to the bathroom. Just being honest with everyone. You guys might never know. Maybe I just pee myself here a few times because sometimes when you're streaming, you're like, oh crap, I got to go take a piss. But I can't leave you guys hanging here while I take a piss, especially because you guys know I'm going to be taking a piss. But I don't have anyone here with me. I'm alone. It's not always that I have someone with me. But the second half is about to start between Brazil and England here. Brazil had a bit more quality chances, but both teams were able to create enough chances. And Brazil did hit the post once. And all of that. Yeah, I should probably have a piss jug here because then I can just stay live for like 5 hours straight and no one will know. Problem is I drink a lot of water when I'm live. That's why. So give JD 5 minutes. Yeah, I'll just send JD the link and then he'll pop in whenever he wants to. JD, but you gotta wear clothes. You gotta wear clothes. You can't show up here at the channel shirtless. Okay? You can't show up shirtless, JD. We don't do it that way here. Okay. And you guys might be wondering, why am I saying that? You never know, JD. You never know. You just never know. Oh, France and Germany. Did Germany just scored like 2 seconds into this game? Did you guys see that? Germany just scored like literally in the 5 seconds into the game. Germany just got the lead against France. Jeff, Tack, please send. No, Jeff, I'm afraid of sending you the link. I am afraid, Jeff. You might not follow the instructions right here that I just gave JD. And Brazil's second half is about to start. Brazil's second half is about to start. Oh, you're watching March Madness, Brendan? Yeah, I'm gonna watch March Madness later in the later stages. Usually, I do watch basketball, by the way. For anyone that is wondering, I am not a basketball expert. I just enjoy watching it. I'm just a fan of basketball. I like playing basketball. I suck at it, but I really like playing basketball. So Florian Wirtz scored. The goal was actually 7 seconds into the game. Florian Wirtz scored for Germany against France. It was literally 7 seconds in. Did I make a March Madness bracket? I didn't make a March Madness bracket because I don't follow it close enough to get anything right. If I try to do a March Madness bracket, I would literally be flipping the coin. Plus, there's so many upsets in these freaking tournaments that it's impossible for me to predict it. So I didn't really bother doing a bracket. I always get the bracket fully wrong, so I gave up. Okay, second half has started here. 1 minute in for Brazil, and then Canada and Trinidad are 6 minutes into the game. Canada and Trinidad and Tobago. Yeah, you're not the first one too to talk about Angela Boval saying about Luke Sports Academy. Seems like a smart guy. Check him out, Greg out. Yeah, you're not the first one to tell me about him. I just haven't really seen his channel. It didn't pop up on my feed, and then after the game, I usually forget about it. But you're not the first one to talk to me about it. I should definitely try to remember. JD, you're wearing clothes. Thank you.
Get the game going. Hold on.
Can you hear me, JD?
Okay, should be okay.
I don't think JD can.
And I should be able to hear, you know? Yes.
Hello.
Yes, I'm good. I'm just connecting my mic and stuff. Yes, but I'm good.
Okay, good thing that you're wearing clothes.
Yes, I had clothes on. I was watching the Rude Canadians played on my TV.
No, I got both games actually. I'm watching Brazil and England, and I have also the Rude Canadians here on my side on the iPad. Brazil and England's a friendly, but the game has been fun. It's been fun. I thought there should have been goals in the first half. England had good chances. Brazil had good chance. Brazil hit the post. But it's been a fun game. I think one thing you're probably gonna like if you can watch England there too is when they send in.
I'm getting it up now on the screen. 1 second.
So when they send in Endrick, it might be the first time you get to actually watch him in a game. I don't think you've watched him, right? Outside of highlights.
Yes, but they talk highly of that kid, so I'm waiting for them to beat England. I'm just always hating on England for no reason.
Hmm. Well, there's a lot of reasons to hate on England, but yeah, I can. I just think that when we talk about England and Brazil, it's what I said earlier in the stream. Brazil has better weather, better soccer, better food, better women, everything.
Oh my God! He,
What?
he- what's up with Jeff? Why he can't stop sending kisses?
He wants
Jeff.
to send you a kiss.
No, he was sending you some kisses, but you tried to direct it to me.
Well, now it's to you. Corner kick for England, JD. Corner kick for England here with Phil Foden. What I was talking also about, as much as we can all hate on England. England's best front four is actually insanely good. It's Saka, Foden, Bellingham, and Kane. That's a
Hmm.
pretty freaking good front four right there.
For me, I don't rate Kane as highly as what everyone does. He's a good finisher, but I just believe that he makes systems too slow from time to time. Like he just have something that that's the he's just not my type of striker, to be honest. I will take the Erling Haaland. Even I would take Julian Alvarez with a little bit more speed. I just want a little bit more speed in my game, because it helps you because of the
But
fluidity. But yeah, for me,
well,
that's for me still.
I agree that Julian Alvarez is faster than Kane, but I would find a way to squeeze in Kane because of what he offers.
Okay.
I agree he's not the fastest player in the world, but it's like if you're gonna go that route, sure, you can go play with Erling Haaland up top. He'll give you speed, like you can be more direct. Put Kylian Mbappe as a center forward. There's many options, but over England almost scored Bento with the save. But I would say that, for example, for Brazil right now, Harry Kane would be the center forward for Brazil for sure.
Yes, but you have all the skill players to let him just drop from center forward to from striker to center forward or the attacking midfielder because he's comfortable in that zone
Oh,
and
I
others can feed him.
I think I would just put Kane as like a 10, and he can just like send in balls to like Vinicius, Rodrygo, these fast and skilled players.
So you would have played a system like more a Liverpool system, like he plays as a central forward and let the wingers be the
Hmm.
wide forward. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and
That would
I
have been
think he would
scary.
work with Brazil. He would actually slide into the starting 11 and would be perfect for Brazil.
Yeah, yeah. But remember, I talked about my big baller from Brazil, Richo, Big Richo. Big Richo
Mhm.
is good, but I think he never got the chance with Tottenham, and he was in a good form, and then he got an injury. But Big Richo is my player. I like him a little bit more. You know. Um.
JD,
Yeah. But,
you know what would be hilarious to see here in the second half very soon.
mm-hmm,
Imagine Endrick with all his flair, all his
mm-hmm.
speed, because he's like very fast, very probably the fastest player in the Brazilian league right now. Endrick
Yes.
with flair and speed
Okay.
against Harry Maguire.
Oh, Richo is on the bench. Damn, I'm glad that I found this game. Yeah, Big
But
Richo is my
Maguire's
player.
playing. Maguire's playing. They need to put Endrick on Maguire. That's what we need to see. Endrick versus Maguire.
Yeah, we need to call it out still because why is it Maguire still gets game? Like I don't like the politics with England because it makes no sense if you can't make your main team for your club. How can you make your actual national team when you have other guys that are certified starters and players that are playing at a consistent better level?
Yeah,
You
he's
know,
been playing for Manchester United for the most part
lately
now.
because of injury, because of
Yeah,
injury.
but the thing with him is like even if he's playing for Manchester United, he's just not good enough. England has better options. That's the thing. Like they just have better options. Um, you have what's his name? Like Tomori from Milan is one of them that should probably be starting. Rodrygo with the ball. I just need to see Endrick versus Maguire because
It's not.
Endrick will light him up, man.
Um, I really want to see that kid. So far, oh, it's looking. Who looks the better team? Because I've missed the first half.
It's been very balanced. I would say in terms of amount of goal scoring opportunities, it's been pretty much the same. But I think Brazil created a bit more quality opportunities. So if there's an advantage, it
Okay,
would be like a tiny little advantage for Brazil, but it's been pretty much 50-50.
okay,
Brazil
okay,
hit the
okay.
post also. England didn't really hit the post.
Okay, nice. I haven't spoke to you since the last of the games. You know, they were exciting. I just finished watch your 10 minutes of, because someone directed me to the end of the stream because they said you were hilarious over here. You know, I was heartbroken, man, because I was just saying, oh my God, please let me win the game so I can make Leon Bailey not play for Jamaica anymore. You know, but. He has to come back. So my sufferation continues.
Yeah, I mean, the truth is, like, Jamaica with a bunch of reserves and not so great. But what the heck is CBS doing? They just cut the Canada game out of nowhere and put like Jesse Marsh talking, and then they're back to
Mm-hmm.
the game. Brazil now with the ball. Rodrygo. The thing with this game too is England is missing Saka and Kane. Brazil's obviously missing Neymar and a few other guys too. Neymar's a pretty big deal when you're missing Neymar. Um,
Yeah, really, in today's game. He's still at that level?
I mean, yeah, a guy at that level doesn't fall from trees.
Okay,
Like he's
okay.
too
All
good. This
right.
it's not. Oh, Vinicius with the cross. Like there's no Brazilian player with their Brazilian players are highly technical, but there's no player as technical as Neymar.
Okay. Fair enough.
And Brazil almost scored now with Vinicius coming up with a good cross and then cleared by England. That's going to be a corner kick. Corner kick for Brazil. Rafinha is going to take the corner. Dude, Dorival just needs to send in Endrick. I need to see this Endrick Maguire matchup. I need it. We all need it.
Tony
Cross
said
goes
Jamaica
in.
should have
Vinicius.
won.
Oh,
Mm, I think Tak Carl, I have to give him that one. His assessment on the Jamaica America game was spot on. I think both of us did a very good job because I had thought that they were going to low block to mid block most of the times and only wait and Cephas. But I don't think you guys took Cephas serious, and that's the reason why Scully had so much problems. But aside from that, tactical was perfect. He got the result right. What you said 3-1. You said 3-1 in our video.
originally I said 3-1. But the thing with it too, I don't know if people remember this in the stream. When we were the video, when we were closing the video, I said one thing. I said my biggest concern would be if Jamaica got an early lucky goal. And because then
And
I'm
that is
like, we're gonna
exact.
struggle to score. And that's literally
Yeah,
what happened. They got an early goal,
exact.
and then we couldn't score. And then we got lucky at the end to get a goal. So that happened. That was my worry. I said if Jamaica didn't get that goal, I think it would have been probably 2-3-0 or 3-1,
Hmm.
something like that.
Yes, and I agree as well. And based off how the game went, to be honest, still, even the first half, United States should have still came out winning. I am very disappointed in Pulisic because Pulisic got a chance where
Mhm.
in which he scruffed his line and Latibodier came back to stop the ball. He was empty with the empty net, and he never kicked the ball. So he was a little bit slow. So I don't know if it was jet lag or stuff. So they did got their chances in the first half, but I am proud, as I said. I wanted them to just test the Americans because I know the Americans are powerful, and they did just that. And I'm pleased with the result in the end, like what they did. You know, yeah. So I'm pleased.
I think Jamaica, for what they had, they did what they could. They did what they
Yes,
could, and
yes,
and it was one of those games when you're missing so many players, and the U.S. is complete, and the U.S. is playing at home. It's one of those games where you were like, whoa, we could even get embarrassed here. It could be like 3-0. And Jamaica went there, and they made the U.S. rely on luck in the last minute
yeah,
to get a goal. So
yes.
I think Jamaicans should be proud of that performance because they were not expected to win. What they did was really good. And then obviously, oh, and here comes Brazil. Rafinha blocked again. They got to sub
This
out
is
Rafinha and
this
put
this is
Endrick.
this is how the fan base never had much feeling that we're gonna win. Once you guys equalized, half of my stream went because they're saying that they're wasting their time because we look like we're tired from 80 minutes. So it was just adrenaline really carrying over us over the line. And the coach said it as well. The team was very tired. They tried to give it their all. And once that goal scored, it just really knocked the win out. Where I could say something still, I don't know if you investigated this talk. Um, in the when it started, the 90 minutes, they stated that they are going to put on 4 minutes, and after 1 minute, they scrapped it and put on 5 minutes.
Yeah. They put four originally. Why
Yeah.
did they add a minute? I don't know. Whatever was the extra thing. The thing the thing that I say about that is, remember, once the game is past the 90th, even if the ref
Mhm.
says 4 or 5, he ends the game when he wants to. He can even end it at 3, right? That's the rule. So sure, if you
Yeah.
said 4, you should probably stick to 4. But I'm just saying that's just picking and choosing. The fact that freaking Burke headed it against his own goal, that's what Jamaicans should be complaining about. I understand also it was that was probably the last play of the game. Like if it went out of
Yes.
bounds, so they can go and try to nitpicks. Like, do you guys like? This is what I'll ask them. Do they really believe that the ref was just adding a minute to see if the U.S. would score? That's not what happened. That's not what happened.
Okay, that's what most people saying that is a robbery, because they thought that the change of the time, they never saw that ever in football, so they never expected something like that. It seems like the
Uh,
same. You remember Honduras second leg against Mexico.
that was
You remember that
11
one?
minutes. That was 11 minutes.
I, I was waiting on you. I was waiting on you to come with it. Yeah, right. So you can concede in that one to state that that game was a slightly fixed to the Mexican. Oh my God,
Yeah, the
you're
thing is, if the ref was to actually add the minutes for U.S. and Jamaica, it probably would have been 6 or 7 minutes if they were to actually add the actual amount of added time. Remember the World Cup? The refs were all adding like 8 minutes, 9 minutes in the World
Mhm,
Cup.
mhm.
So
Yeah.
I think at the end of the day, like Jamaicans can try to cry about all they want. The big mistake was you guys got very unlucky at the end. That's the truth. It wasn't a robbery. It's like big bad luck. And then I think Jamaica made one mistake at extra time. For some reason, they didn't just try to take it to penalties. It seemed like Jamaica wanted to win it at extra time. They opened up
No, but
quite a
if we're
bit.
tired, Philip, if we're tired, what are we going to do? Sit back again and just concede all amount of goals? I thought the coach made some errors. He took out Bobby Reed and Cephas. Those are the two guys that were causing you all sorts of problem. But he took them out and they weren't tired. That was a sad thing because he was going to go with not a low block. I don't know what type of block you want to call that after a low block because he put in two more defenders. It's, so it's just his fault. And honestly, I thought that USA was a better team, even though I don't think you guys give your team enough credit. I know because you have a higher standard and it's because of the team that we fielded, you should have just destroyed that. But me and you talked on the low block and you said everything. You said the players that were missing was Gio Reyna, but he never started.
Mhm.
So we realized that if he had started, he would have been the one because he had 4 key passes. He was the one terrorizing those short, nippy passes in behind the full back line. So if he was on the pitch from day one, I thought that specific pass would have been present every time. So maybe he needs to start. Maybe he needs to start for
Maybe,
United States.
maybe.
Yes, clearly because he brought something that nobody
Obviously
has.
he has to start. The problem is like one, there's a lot of people that wanted Tillman to start, and I said Tillman's a good player, but Gio Reyna is different, better than Tillman. But again,
Yes.
it is what it is. By the way, one thing, Trinidad and Tobago just had the best goal scoring opportunity in this game. They almost scored in Canada in transition. So Canada better
Oh,
watch
Lord.
out. Canada better watch out because this is a trick game. They could, and it's a one-off game. If Trinidad gets a goal, they'll bunker here. And so
Ooh,
far,
Levi Colwell got
uh-huh.
one. Oh, that should
Yeah,
have
that
been
was a
1-0 still. That should have been 1-0. Poor miss from him.
if he scores that, they're in trouble. And Brazil, oh, who was that? Stones just grabbed Vinicius by the head. JD,
All right.
take over here for like 1 minute. I'm gonna go to the restroom.
Ooh, the rude Canadians almost scored there, Jonathan David. Okay. All right. Taki's out for a minute. Yes, for me, yes, okay, awesome. Said honestly, JD has every right to brag after Thursday, but Pete is not here. He's hiding from me. I texted him from the night and he literally ghosted me. So he ain't talking to me because you guys said I was mad, but I got everything right. Like I was saying that maybe America is not so far from the Mexicans because you guys only have one true central creator. You don't have central creators in abundance. So that makes your team a little bit vulnerable, because Mexico has a lot of that. And their tiki-taka system could cause you problems. But you guys said I never had any sense. And I was waiting to come and smoke you guys, but I never got the chance. For some reason, you guys never gave me the chance. So anytime you see Pete again, make sure to let him know.
I am back.
Oh, he's back so fast. He never
Yeah.
gave me a chance.
Don't wash your hands and you'll come back fast.
What? Don't. Okay, Jeff. No, something is wrong with Jeff now. You know, I was telling him that I've texted Pete,
Ooh.
but Pete ghosted me. You know, Pete was losing it. You know, he was not happy. I saw him in Tactical stream, and he can't believe that I was correct. You know.
Yeah, Pete's also traveling. Like he's stopping and
Mm-hmm.
traveling there. Rich Post Sports saying, "What do you make of the Brazil midfield on show? Is Paquetá a sure starter for the best seleção?" I think Paquetá is a starter. It depends on Neymar's return, right? Because if Neymar comes back, he'll be the 10. And Paquetá is probably best when he's playing the 10 for Brazil. I do think the double pivot will probably still be for a while Casemiro with Bruno Guimarães, if Casemiro's fit, obviously, and in decent form. So without Neymar, yes, Paquetá would start. With Neymar, it depends, man, on who we're facing, right? I'll probably go with Casemiro and Guimarães, probably. Or another defensive midfielder with Guimarães, and then Paquetá would probably come off the bench. Or another option is you can start Lucas Paquetá out wide and then bench Rafinha. I don't think Rafinha has been great. And we were saying Neymar is gone. Maybe we'll see when he comes back. Don't underestimate a player like Neymar. Just too talented for you to say he's done. We'll see. Maybe he'll come back fine. Maybe he won't. But I wouldn't count on him being done.
I'm trying to get the game, but I'm having some trouble. But I'm gonna get it soon. Yes, I never had any problems with my hands. I was perfectly all right. It's someone else never washed their hands.
No, I wash my hands. I'm joking.
Jeff, something is wrong with that dude named Jeff in that chat. Oh my God.
Oh, he's just in love with you.
No. Something is wrong with him, you know? Oh. Come on, Canada, man. Do better than this, man. All right, would break here coming for Alphonso Davis, put it inside to the penalty spot, and it should be 1-0. What a terrible. Who is that, man? That's Kyle Laren. That's terrible, man.
Oh, saved.
That's
It was
poor
weak
from
shot.
Kyle
That was
Laren, man.
Laren.
Yeah,
That was
man,
Laren.
that's poor, man. Good assist there from us, Alphonso Dino. Oh no, it's Eustáquio. Yes, I think Jamaica beat the paint of the Canadians.
Vinicius 1-on-1. Vinicius. Oh boy. Vinicius still hasn't really stepped up for Brazil like he does for Real Madrid, which kind of sucks. For Real Madrid, he's like world class. But Brazil, it doesn't seem like he performs that well.
But maybe they need some chemistry, because what you saw here, they're using much more of the younger players them. And I like that, you know. I think sometimes the bigger nations hold on to the older players them too long. And you have seriously talented players them. So Casemiro, I know he's good, but I think when you reach a certain age, you should be back up and keep the intensity going and the flair for the Brazilians, rather than get them in. They're 35 years old, 33 years old, 40 years old at the back. No, I don't think you need that. When you have quality players, just play them.
Jude Bellingham's coming off. Who's coming on for him? Is it that Jared Bowen? It's Jared Bowen, right? Chilwell's also coming off.
Yeah, Bowen coming on. Yeah,
I think Maguire's coming off too. Is that Joe Gomez? And Dunk.
Yeah, Joe Gomez as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see. We're already at minute 20. I want to see Brazil make some substitutions here. And Canada almost scored. Was that Davies?
Yes, I know Casemiro is only 32, but I'm saying sometimes you have to give reward success. and stop trying to hold on to older players, because I remember the day when football died, when Germany slaughtered Brazil. I know Tak don't want to hear about that, but I think, the German machine was really rolling over on that day.
We don't talk about this here.
I'm sorry. I'm very sorry.
Lee saying Johnny would be a better option than Andre or Maya. Thank goodness he's with us. I think he would be a better option than Maya. I don't think Johnny right now would be a better option than Andre. Maya, yes, I agree with you. Andre is actually a really good player.
I am just trying to make sure you guys understand where football is heading. That's all. That's all.
Oh, JD, Jeff has a serious question for you. There it is.
What do you think about Triple G? Who is Triple G? I don't know. I don't know you guys who you name the people. You have to tell me. Explain that Triple G. Tak, please.
That's Greg Berhalter.
Okay. So that's not Greg Berhalter. That's GB. So why his name is Triple G?
Because his Greg has 3 G's. Like it's Greg, so it's like 3 G's, triple G, because his Greg has 3 G's on his name.
Okay. I think he's still figuring out his system, because obviously he said his main goal is to do something in the World Cup. So I think he wants to have a robust analytical system where he wants to outplay. Oh, this is an error from Trinidad. Oh,
yeah, they just gave it away.
From Canada. But and maybe because that's the problem, Look at Leon Bailey. Leon Bailey might have odds with the coach now. I think that's what happened with your star player Reina. So sometimes I just believe that he might want to take his time to trust him. He stated that he was not getting much game time, so he's going to go with more people, with persons that has games under their belt. So maybe that was an excuse not to play the player or start the player. But definitely after that game, it showcased that class is class, and you can't really. What I would say, you can't really replace talents like Reina, because I don't think United States have a player like that just can just Weston McKennie can do it as well, Filippo, but he's too deeper.
And you understand me?
Okay. All right, the star is on now. All right, finally.
So Andres Pereira comes on for Lucas Paquetá. So the central attacking midfielder from Fulham, for Lucas Paquetá from West Ham. And Endrick will come on for, let's see who. Endrick will be on for, I think, Rafinha. Probably Rafinha, I'm assuming.
Check my bank account.
Yeah, no, Endrick for Rodrygo. Rodrygo is out, and then Endrick is on.
All right.
So you get your chance there to watch Endrick there for 20 minutes, JD.
Yeah, let me get it up. Trinidad almost want to finish the Ruda
Maguire's out. Maguire's no longer playing, unfortunately.
Okay. All right. So
Imagine
we can't get any meme. We can't get any meme. Wow.
Maguire with tired legs versus Endrick with fresh legs. That would have been.
Yes, I saw him coming on now. Wow, it's working perfect time. He's in number 21.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, nice.
Okay, we'll see what he can do and where he's going to play for Brazil.
Yeah, they said I should check my bank account. No. I was not giving. I was telling you that maybe Berhalter, the problem that he has with the player might be a blessing in disguise for Tactical, because Tactical want him to get out. And if he doesn't play this kid showcase that he's the unlocker for the entire system that he wants to play. So if he doesn't use him, he's going to be fired.
Just say Berhalter sucks. He's not going to get fired. The federation, the thing is, when you are hired to do a job not based on merit, whether you stay or get fired is not based on merit. That's the thing.
Yeah, but I think the one thing you would say, "Ooh, this is a good one for England." Okay. Bellingham puts it in. Ooh, this is a dangerous ball.
Wait, what
Okay,
minute
good
are you?
work.
I'm ahead of you. What minute are you?
Oh yes, I think so. I think I'm about a minute behind because I'm using two cell phones.
Yeah, I'm at 27:20, and Brazil's attacking right now with Rafinha, and he
You're
finds Endrick.
72.
Block.
Okay, I'm 30 seconds behind. 30 seconds behind.
Vinicius down the left.
Oh, who is
Cross
that?
goes in. And here comes Brazil. Why is my stream freezing now?
All right, Brazil on the break.
Oh, Vinicius
Oh,
slipped.
England gave it away. Brazil. Oh, good luck. Damn, the Brazilians. I don't know. These guys play football. Sweet.
It's like a dance. It's very enjoyable to watch.
Break again. Put it in the back.
Just very enjoyable. Why my stream is just terrible right now? Maybe because I have a bunch of games on. I have the Canadian game too.
Okay. Oh, what's going on with Vinny there? He lost his footing completely.
So almost 30 minutes. Still 0-0. Very disappointing that there's been no goals in this match so far. Very disappointing.
Rafinha. Why
Yeah.
he can't hit that heights? Because when I see him play for the Brazilian team, he always seems like the most electric type of player.
Yeah, he seems a little out of control. I think he's a good player, just not Endrick with the back heel still has the ball. Endrick to Vinicius. And bad pass. Why? I'm going to hold on. And Rashford's coming on. Marcus Rashford is on.
What are Jamaica's chances in the Copa? I do believe that they got a good group. So they said everyone can qualify through that group. That's what the coach says, but I don't believe him.
Well, you got a good group in the sense that it's a
Yeah.
tough group.
Yes, that's what I think. You can finish at the bottom, or you can finish at the top. That's what he said. Our group is Mexico, Ecuador, Venezuela, and Jamaica. All right. Ecuador is not an easy team, and Mexico. The last time Mexico met us, with our good team, I can say that the Mexicans were good, but you guys stated that I'm a part-time Mexican, so I'm not going to get into that.
And Venezuela has been really good actually in South America too. So
Ooh, okay. So what are you trying to say, Felipe? We're coming last.
no, I'm saying every team has a chance. Like Venezuela is right now they're qualifying to the World Cup while playing CONMEBOL.
So do you think that Mexico will batter everyone and come first in this group?
I think anyone can come first, yeah.
Okay. Felipe just don't like Mexico. He's trying his best not to say anything good. All right. I am not a part-time Mexican. You guys are trying to make it out like I'm a part-time Mexican. I think it's Felipe started that rumor, but nothing like that. I'm a Jamaican, more of a Belgian. JD, how you feeling about Jamaican Copa? Yeah, that is always good, man. Remember, the team is getting better players, and with better players, you need time. You need time to get them game, and see what you can get from them. The coach have not the desired system for the quality of the players that we do have. Because if we had the coach from Mexico, maybe Jamaica would have played better football, But this coach, as what Felipe says, he likes to be the underdog. So even with our best players, we try to play as the underdog.
Who?
Felipe, my coach will have Leon Daly, Damari Gray, Mikel Antonio, and they're playing in a low block. Makes no sense, but you know what? We got some results, so I'm okay.
Man, this game being 0-0 just sucks ass right now. Should have been some goals here. Endrick so far, not much from him. Been only 5 minutes, but
Ooh, the penalty. This should be a penalty, Referee, look at that.
for who?
Okay. Not for Canada, but they said they're looking at it. Let me see, because it looks like he went to clear it. Oh, what they're going to give? Oh, I think it's going to be a corner. It's going to be a corner. JD,
And
do we have a go ahead? Shine it, JD. Oh my God. Jeez. Touch
Rafinha
it
with
on
the
the corner.
ball. Brazil. Bruno Guimarães gets fouled, and again we're at the 32nd minute of the second half. We're 77th minute of the game, so we have roughly 13 minutes to go.
Mhm.
Still 0-0, and the second half got really boring. And Brazil's going to make two more substitutions. It looks like Douglas Luiz from Aston Villa. He's been having a good season in the Premier League. He's going to come on, probably for João Gomes. Um,
They said my head is shine because I don't have any ear, Filippo. So I made sure to put something over my head. What is wrong with these subscribers?
Nothing. They were just telling you what they saw. Your head was shining. Savio's in. Savio's in. He's a good player. Savio's a really good player. So Savio and Douglas Luiz. Savio comes on for Rafinha. Savio's been having a very good season for Girona in La Liga. Him and Young Couto.
All right. So they said that
JD,
my head is.
your head was naked. I told you not to be naked.
So, I saw the comment. I can't be. Something is wrong with your commenters, man. I can't bother with them,
No,
man.
there's nothing wrong with them. They're always right.
Oh, all right,
They're
all right.
always right. They're right about everything. They're never wrong. I mean, well, some of my viewers are wrong. Usually it's like the hater ones, but the ones that are here in the chat right now, they're never wrong about anything.
Okay. Um, it's just
34
some of
minutes.
my only the haters are wrong on his channel. I don't know what something is wrong with you, Bido.
Oh,
Oh,
listen up, JD. Look, if we hit 200 likes in this stream, which I don't know how much we are right now, I will
Yeah,
do
me see.
30 seconds of Brazil commentary if we hit it. We are at 193. So we're 7 likes away, and I'll go full Portuguese here, or Brazilian Portuguese.
I won't understand anything.
You don't have to. Just enjoy it.
All right, all right. You have already hit it. That is just. Let me go to 250 people. All right, get 250. So you could speak Portuguese. It is.
Savio with the ball goes long, headed away. Andres Pereira. Endrick, he's through. He's through. It might be goal number 1. Endrick, no, Vinicius. Endrick, rebound, goal. Endrick scored.
Oh
Endrick just
my
scored.
God. No, hold on. Let me see. Because I'm a little bit slow.
Endrick just scored on England off the
Wonderful
rebound.
break. All right. Poor defending there. Over the top through pass. Okay. Good strength. Oh my God. Oh, okay. Is it offside? It's gonna be offside.
I don't know. Watching the replay. Let's see.
This kid is special. If this stays, this is special. Special.
Let's see if the goal counts. It looked like Vinicius might have been off. Endrick wasn't. But I don't think they have the VAR for this friendly. I don't think they have.
Okay, the pass. Let me see the pass. All right, this is an error.
No, Endrick
Okay,
was not
he was
off.
onside. He was onside. He was more than onside.
The goal counted.
Yes, the goal will count, and then the shot took. He was behind it. Yes, he was behind his player, so it is a legitimate goal.
17 years old, comes off the bench and already scores on England.
His positioning, you have to give him credit because he read it.
Too, right? It was an easy.
Yes.
Was an easy tapping, but you still have to get the right touch. Right? I would probably miss it.
Look at the guy's leg. Oh my God, he's big and strong for a little 17-year-old.
JD.
Yeah?
Calm down there. Calm down.
Oh,
but you're right.
What did I say something wrong? Did I say something wrong?
No, I'm joking. I'm messing.
Because I don't know what's going on in his channel here. I don't know. I said something. I just saw the guy's leg, and I'm saying, damn, the guy's leg is big for 70 years old. You know? Oh, and it sounds away now. Oh, I know. No, I understand. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm very sorry. Standard. I'm very sorry. I was just looking at. I'm a football person. All right. Yes. Oh my God. No,
you know
they're
what's
saying
interesting? I'm gonna look this up, but I feel like England always like loses to Brazil, from what I remember.
Every
game
they have a bad record.
They have a bad record against Brazil, don't they? Let me see. So England has 4 wins and 11 losses. They do have a bad record against Brazil.
Yes, very bad. Okay, now you're past. Guys, we still need 30 more likes to get to
Oh no, we
250.
got it. I'll do I'll do the Brazilian Portuguese commentary. I just gotta let Brazil get the ball and I'll do it here. It just has to be. I'll do Portuguese for 30 seconds. Hold on. Let the game, like, they just stopped because of the free kick.
Oh my god. Oh no, oh my god, I'm checking out 17 years old legs. Tatika, oh my Filippo, oh, you called me here for your fan base to murder me. Oh my god. People, I was just looking at football. I was saying the kid, it's very good. You could see his education to put himself in a good position. So maybe it's a top in, but the work that he did to put himself in the right position and what you would say.
Well, and don't forget one thing. This is the 17-year-old scoring against England at Wembley.
Yeah,
That
not
right?
phased at all. Special. Yeah.
No, doesn't care. And that's what he did for Palmeiras too. Just comes on to the game and doesn't give a shit. He's gonna go to Real Madrid this summer. Okay, Endrick, no, Vinicius gets the ball.
Oh my God, this minor saying some bad things in the chat, man. Damn, man.
Okay, Brazilian commentary
Ooh,
now.
can another
Vinicius, I'm gonna
break.
JD, I'm gonna go with the Brazilian commentary that I promised
Yes,
them.
go ahead.
Vinícius Júnior com a bola, passa para trás. Quem recebe é o Wendel. Wendel pelo meio pelo Douglas Luiz. Douglas Luiz volta lá atrás para o Beraldo. Beraldo abre a jogada para Fabrício Bruno. Fabrício Bruno para Danilo. Danilo vai passar a bola para frente. Achou o Andrés Pereira. Pereira tá com a bola, vai vir cruzamento. Não veio cruzamento. Andrés Pereira recebe a bola, cadencia o jogo, dá um passe com efeito para o Sávio. Sávio vai vir cruzamento para o Brasil. Nada. Brasil desacelera o jogo. Volta a jogada com Douglas Luiz, virada de jogo para o Beraldo. Beraldo levou a bola pelo meio. Beraldo abre a jogada com o Wendel. Vamos ver quem aparece aqui para o Brasil. Vai vir cruzamento, não veio cruzamento. Abre a jogada novamente. And I'm back to English. I'm done.
I thought that if you had started the stream like that, I don't know what you're saying, but it sounds nice. You would have gotten 7 million people listening. I don't know. You should have started.
And probably there's some Brazilians in the chat because they're like carioca. Yes, I do have a carioca accent. That's they said here too, sotaque carioca accent. Yeah, it's my accent is from Rio de Janeiro, so it's a carioca accent. Yeah, because I grew up a good portion of my life at Rio. Vinicius opens the spot, and it's very easy to spot a carioca accent. But that's it. I think I did it for roughly 30 seconds, right? I do what I promised.
Yes, you did a good job. It sounds like it sounded like 2 minutes, but I think you did a good job.
Oh, no,
So people,
two.
you could give him 300 likes now. 300 likes would help him out because he seems like he needs to do it a little bit more so he can get back to his roots. Yes, like my Jamaican roots. I ain't speaking no patois and yes. Oh, you want me to speak Dutch? Oh God, I should do commentary in Dutch and patois. I can't.
Connor is saying amazing. Thank you, Connor. Thank you. I can do Brazilian commentary with speed. I can speak very fast in Portuguese. AJ is saying I have Jamaican commentary. Bring the vibe, man. Jamaican is one of my favorite accents. It's a very cool accent. I like the Jamaican accent.
But some parts of Jamaica you wouldn't understand. I think because I have always mixed it with English, so you understood it way easier. But if I go like talk with them, you ain't understanding nothing, Filippo. Nothing at all. Not even one word.
Elias is saying you should learn Brazilian Portuguese. The commentary that I did was Brazilian Portuguese. It wasn't Portuguese from Portugal. That was Brazilian Portuguese. Portuguese from Portugal is a bit different, the accent. You can listen to like Cristiano talking Portuguese, and you can kind of notice like Cristiano and Neymar speaking. But the one I did was Portuguese from Brazil, from Rio de Janeiro, which again, Rio de Janeiro had a lot of Portuguese influence. So sure, it's probably the closest one you'll get to a Portuguese from Portugal accent, but that is Brazilian Portuguese that you just heard. It's not from Portugal, I can assure you. But it's funny, when I was in São Paulo last year, I was speaking to the Uber driver, and obviously he's Brazilian, and I was speaking Portuguese with him, and he asked me if I was from Portugal, which was a bit weird. because he thought that my accent from Rio sounded a bit Portuguese, from Portugal.
Okay, wow.
But no, it's from Rio. It's from Rio de Janeiro, my accent. 3 minutes to go. It's just incredible. Endrick at age 17, he's doing incredible things for Palmeiras in Brazil. Incredible. He's the best player for Palmeiras right now, in my opinion. At age 17, and on top of that, comes in for Brazil against England at Wembley and scores. And by the way, they just did the line. Vinicius was off onside, and Endrick was also
Hmm.
onside. They were onside, both of them.
Yeah. England isn't top 10, even top 10. I would agree. I think sometimes you can't follow the FIFA ranking. Like United States and Mexico ain't none of those positions in the world. They are good teams, but they are not in those positions that they are on in the FIFA window. Yeah, if the FIFA listing. Would you agree, Tak? That none of these teams, England ain't where they should be on world level, and the United States with Mexico as well. I think they have ranked too high.
I think
They have dominated the
The
CONCACAF.
FIFA ranking puts Mexico and the US too high. I think England should probably be more something around fifth, also, not third.
Okay, yeah,
If
yeah,
we
that's what I think.
if we did power rankings, but that's not how the FIFA rankings work, right? They're based on results with who you face,
Yeah,
so
and if
they're
you're
not.
gonna beat everyone in CONCACAF every single day, you're always gonna be high. You know?
Yeah, yeah. And someone asked in chat, is Endrick going to Chelsea? Endrick has already signed with Real Madrid. He's going to go to Real
Hmm.
Madrid this summer. The young South American that signed with Chelsea was Kendry Paez. He's Ecuadorian. Really good player, too.
So what position he's going to be playing? Down the middle or attacking midfielder?
Endrick usually is like a second striker or wide
Okay, okay,
on the wing. I wouldn't put him as a lone center forward.
okay. But now you have Rodrygo and you have Vinicius. So where is he going to play? And more likely, this kid has the talent to start. So where are you
Yeah, I
going to
don't
put him?
know. I don't know what Ancelotti will do. I honestly don't know.
Nice, nice. Guys, the rude Canadians couldn't score on the Trinidadians at this point, so it's 0-0, and Josh should be crying somewhere. Trinidad had the clearest chance. I think Kyle Aaron's chance was better because he was more balanced. So he should have done better with it because once you have balance, you can make better decisions. I thought that for Trinidad, he only had one chance to put it wide left of the post, and he just never. Um, Levi Cowell. He never put it inside. Levi is his name. He never put it inside. Yeah, but it's not an easy chance. As Kyle Laren. Kyle Laren should have done better. No one was beside him, and he tamely passed it to the goalkeeper. So that's poor.
Yeah, the thing with also Brazil and England, the people we're talking here, is historically Brazil has been more successful than England in their own matchups and accomplishments because Brazil usually has a better team, and Brazil still has a better team than England, in my opinion. Brazil still has a better team.
Yes, yes, yes. Just a while ago, he laid off one, back to the right wing, and the guy decided he's gonna dribble, and the guy broke through the defense line. They should have just let him through. The young kid is special, man. He made a good run there, and they didn't give him back his own ball. Trying to stop the guy's shine. We ain't here to see you. We come to see the kid.
Let me see here how the Canada game's going.
It's half time. Half time.
0-0. Oh, Canada's
Yes, yes, yes.
starting to get in trouble here, man.
Yeah, the longer it goes, it looks like it's gonna favor Canada and Trinidad. Yes, thank you, Lime. Yes, yeah, thank you. Yeah, there are chances, man. There are chances, a good amount of chances to be in the lead, but rude Canadians, yeah, I think they shouldn't have celebrated too early against Jamaica.
What's funny is England, they can never perform well against my countries. Brazil, they always struggle with Brazil, and surprisingly, England struggles with the United States. Uh, Brazil always owns England. It's always like this, man. You go back 2002. Brazil just again just goes back to which team doesn't Brazil own? Also, there's like probably two or three.
Maybe Brazil's record against France. No,
France,
Brazil.
France,
France owns Brazil. Yeah.
yeah, France is the one that gives Brazil a lot of trouble. France. Outside
Yes.
of that, I can't think of a national team that actually
No.
owns Brazil. Everyone else,
Maybe
Brazil has an advantage.
Germany. Maybe Germany. Them and them do have a record or something like that. But
No,
yeah,
but
France.
Brazil, but like Brazil also defeated Germany in a World Cup final. I think it's fairly balanced those two.
Okay.
But England easily it's France. France always screws over Brazil.
Netherlands have a good record again versus Brazil. Oh, that's what BC said. That's a good chance for England just a while ago. Rashford missed it, completely missed his header, and it's going to be a goal kick. I think England will lose in their own backyard by a 17-year-old. I'm going to not say the next part because they're going to say that I'm looking at the miner's leg. Good shot.
England is so overhyped, the national team. That's the truth. It's always been like this. They have the talent in a few things, but the thing is the chain is only as strong as its weakest link. And the problem with England is the
Yeah.
weakest link is usually pretty damn weak, along with the coach. That sucks. But of course,
And
England was missing a few
But
guys.
Filippo, I saw teams in history. England comes up against the United States. Even 2002 team, was it 2006 team? Filippo, they were bragging. I thought you guys, United States and England was in the same group. They were bragging, and you only had two players playing. What's his name again? From that central forward guy, Clint Dempsey. Oh my God, Clint Dempsey, and then you have the small tiny guy, the
Landon
winger
Donovan.
guy, Landon Donovan. Oh my God, when you have Gerrard, Lampard, everybody, and they said, oh, they gave Jamaica
It was
their
1-1.
customary 6 love. They gave Jamaica 6 love and swore that they are big.
Is the game over
America,
finally?
America would have killed
Is that
them.
going to be number 2? Brazil in transition. This could be number 2. Endrick. Oh, did he miss that? He shot it right at the goalkeeper. He just missed a 1v1. The goalkeeper should have scored that. He should have scored that.
Look at, oh, that's a poor pass from England. Oh, damn. They're on the break now. 3-1. 3-1. Endrick.
No, he missed.
Oh, yeah. Nah. Come on, Endrick. You should have finished off England there. No, I can't sleep good. Okay. Well, you won it. They said Endrick is a fraud. Wow. Oh my God.
Oh my goodness. Tom is saying if Southgate becomes manager, Man U tackle cry. I honestly will stop caring more and more about Manchester United with the things they've been doing. It's just been terrible. Bandit Legal saying Vitor Roque should be in the squad over Endrick. I don't know about that. I'm not opposed to Vitor Roque being in the squad or in the roster, but I think Endrick absolutely has to be there. But everyone, thank you very much for watching. You can drop a like before you go. Remember, I put the link in the description to the AC Momento app. That is a sports scrapbook. If you do download it, it's free. And you just make sure to follow me and just look up TMTV and follow me there. It's pretty cool. You go to games, you can add your games there. You guys will like it very much. So download AC Momento. Link is in the description. And if you want to join our Patreon to join the pickup games and give away your jerseys, make sure to do so. Thank you for watching, everyone. I'll see you guys tomorrow on the live watch along of United States versus Mexico, where the United States will probably get another win.